power, 25-inch 240Hz monitor. I got it. There. This thing's massive. It's very fragile and everything. So yeah, we're gonna unbox this, and then we got this monitor mount. It's a dual mount, and then some HDMI ports. There's display ports that we're gonna do. So yeah, let's start with the monitor. Let's chat. This is my first ever big purchase. No, not really big purchase. But you can get a close-up view. I'll have this on TikTok and stuff like that. Hopefully. Scissors. Give me a second. My chair, I'm putting it back up more so you guys can see this. I'm back there. This is good, right? Or does this go out? I don't know which one. Does this go out? I think this one goes out. How the box works. Open the box. I see it. Alright, I think I got it. Let me turn on my microphone for a second. Max, I think that's on max. Let me look real quick. Yeah, that is K. There we go. Now we should. Sorry for you guys so you can see what I see. Can't really see anything. It's so this looks like instructions. Looks like a piece for it. It's like a black plate around the monitor thingy. Oh, I know that's what this and this. We got this one, so we got another kind. And four. Instructions. A lot of these pieces, but let's look at them out. This thing is massive. Look at this. So take that out. Yes, I'm assuming this is adjustment thing. It's probably gonna structure it before I break this. But this just sits like this on the back of the monitor. It's like this. And you got the little thing for it. That. Look at that. mount that we're not going to need either. Neither one of those pieces we're going to need because this is going to go on that monitor mount. This box. Here is the main thing we are mounting. I have to run into this. I'm gonna get like at least on fingerprints on it. Turn this around for you guys so you can see it. There. And I'll show you the back. This is the back. Yeah. Oh, Caden, what's up, bro? So, that's gonna be neat. Let me make sure this is all. This box up there. Really can't like assemble that because we just gotta put it on that. So, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna start unhooking this one, unhooking all these. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna take this monitor off, and I gotta get stuff to take out the stand thingy for it. Some scissors real quick. So you got this monitor. I'm just gonna set this. Lay this down actually. Okay, some stuff for that I'll get. Now we got that off. We can unbox this. Scissors again. For you guys. So you got instructions, stick it over there. Pieces. Let's see, this is what yeah. More pieces. See, the only problem we're gonna have here, this doesn't come with the part right now. We got one arm. This is the stand for it. This is gonna go on my desk. I might need a piece of wood just so my thing doesn't snap anywhere, but we'll see if it can hold it or not. This is our bar, obviously. Here. Styrofoam. Here. Wrench, screws. The plates that we need to put these go in the back of the monitor and then they attach to the arms. So we need those are the main things I was worried that it didn't have. It didn't. And then I'm assuming this is the bottom of it. We got washers, nuts, bolts. Like one is for each arm. These two. Let's take this one. I'm gonna mess with this freaking circle thing. And the nice thing about this is it has the other arm, by the way, if you're wondering. Better close up. This other one, this one has cable management, gas spring, curved monitors. You can twist it 90. It can go 35 degrees up and down, or lean forward and backwards, and spin 360. So that's why I like this one a lot. Just there. Okay. We can start mounting off, I guess. See what we can get done. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The C clamp. So yeah, this just goes on the bottom, but I'm afraid that this isn't. I'm not gonna say it's not strong enough. It's gonna be too strong and like too overpowered for this, and this is just gonna like fall. You know, it's gonna make my monitor go poof over the edge. We're just gonna tighten this for now. I think I'm tightening it. So yeah, we're gonna have to get a piece of wood there. Get something there to hold it. Because that's not gonna hold it at all. What do I have? What could I use for that? Just to stick there for now. Let me turn this just a smidget. There. That should be enough. There we go. Now we got a little more of a lighting. So you guys can see a little bit more. I should have had that at the start for you guys so you guys can see things. Sorry. Let's bring this chair back here more so you guys can see that. Yeah, okay. So, this over. T-clamp. Oh, you could just take that, move it up so you wouldn't have to move so far. Oh. Yeah, but we still need to put a piece of wood here just so it doesn't. This is me just moving the entire desk. That isn't going to go anywhere, hopefully. Okay. And then we're going to take this cap thing. Take this thing, we're going to set it on old-fashioned made in China crap on it. Okay, after that, place the pole on top. Don't watch. Someone gets this out. Oh, and then we gotta screw it in. Okay. Probably gonna take me a bit. H, pull screw H. This is it, right? No, this is not it. Yeah, this is not it. I think these are it. Oh, I just screwed the bag. Alright, might take me a second. Let me get this going. Hold on, let me do this real quick. There you guys, you guys got something to listen to, like the most boringest thing. Did I grab all three? No, I grabbed this one. Okay, give me a second. Let me start screwing this down here. Oh. Shoot. Wait a minute. Oh, we're not supposed to... I just realized you're not supposed to clamp the thing yet. Let me take that down before that falls. Like to take this and slide it across. Okay. Now we don't have to do this on the floor. Here, grab my chair. Take this pole. Take this. Slide that there. I'm gonna like that. Keep this. I have to turn this up a little bit more so I can. It's a max. There we go. Oh, you stupid. Dude, you can hear the ring in it. We're getting somewhere slowly but surely. It doesn't help that. Oh, what if I make this all the way at the top? Don't mind the very. I'm gonna turn this down just a bit. Ow. We got one. Where would it go? Why is my like Jesus Christ. I don't like. Like that's getting nowhere. Let me loosen this one up a bit so we can still. Give me a second, chat. Hold on. I'll be right back. But yeah, so the MSI is on top and the Acer's on the bottom. It's pretty sweet. I don't know what the back looks like. That's what the back looks like. It's just a mount. And then yeah. So got that done. I'm gonna finish cleaning up, taking apart the stand for the MSI that was on it, and yeah, let me pull up some. Holy shit, dude! This shit's like making my head torque in the air. Huh? Like looking up. Okay. Yeah, I have to figure out the lighting because you can see the reflection off my eyes really badly. The lighting and everything fixed for it. Like, yeah. The only thing I don't like about this is this like turns the power off every once in a while if you mess with it too much. So yeah, I'm not gonna fix this. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up here. We can pull up some. Fix the display. So this is a little bit higher. No, not that high. A little bit higher, not too much higher though. About that a bit, and then this is just a little bit to the left. Right, let me identify. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me pull up Twitch and you guys can watch some Twitch while we wait. And we do got Val. Perfect.
Damage has been returned on the other side. Just 30 HP left for Chronicle. Redgar narrowly avoiding that bullet. Doesn't get too much off the back of that now. I mean, knowing that there's players outside, but he got that info a second ago. Prowler burned up at least. Nats forces out the TP. I mean, it's lots of utility-based fights. And that nade down, that was a big attempt, followed up by another Prowler, and Redgar's got the kill, but doesn't expect any more.
Oh, it's close, but it's still going to be the kill for Defo. He can't quite correct, but the trades are there. It's left all onto Musashi. He had a beastly performance on this agent when it came to Fracture. Still yet to see the best of him within this series, and he's not going to be able to predict the wraparound from Chronicle. It's Mech to get the pistol and get off to that flying start on the defense.
I like that we're seeing right away from the very first round, the C's, nade combos from both teams are coming in strong. So we're certainly expecting this to be one of the maps that we write home about the use of Fade. And I think between these two teams in particular, I'm very excited to see what Redgar, Looker, Defo, and Twistin have up their sleeves respectively.
Defo for me is the main one. Last time we played this map, granted, it was the same as what we saw in the last. They got 3 rounds on the attack and then had to try and play the defense. He was 0-6 in opening duels, which is it. Watch the last map. They had such a reliance on him when it came to the attack. Now, luckily, starting defense, a lot of the time teams are so mentally doomed by that point that it kind of doesn't matter so much, but I feel like he needs to have a better performance because there are a lot of star duelists out there, and he definitely, when it comes to like LAN events, I've always said I think LAN Defo is a completely different player, but we're not on LAN right now, and I want to see a solid performance from him.
Well, we pop into the last minute and not too much has gone down, but the fight inside of Hookah is certainly brewing. With not too much for Big to play with, you don't expect those duels to be all too favorable. Normally you run into a judge there. You thank close the Spectre on the other side, although in this case, that's probably worse. They're pushing down mid, taking the space, keeping range in their favor, and I think at this point, Obnox, look, if he can just grab 2 kills, that'd be great, but even 1 will probably lead to Redgar just picking up the dropped weapon.
Yeah, and they're going to get absolutely nothing. Similarly to what we saw in the last map, defense for Mech just so clean on those starting rounds. Already getting a little bit closer to the orbital strike, but ultimately there are no ults online. So that's going to be a very good spot coming in here for Big because they just have to rely about some of these closer angles. Now, I will say Bind is one of those maps where there's a lot of opportunity to make cheeky plays. And I will say that Mech are some of the masters of that on this defensive side, but realistically, if I'm going to have confidence in Big's attack, I want to see them winning this round with minimum 3, but ideally 4+ players.
That's already under threat. Oh my. In goes the Prowler as well as the Haunt, so we've got information doubled up on that. No kill.
Poison's off.
And I think the key thing was to find out if those players were backing off with the Prowler, right? As it followed up on the trail left by the Haunt. You'd see if they'd ran back around, but instead they saw these players are still close. They're still very much looking to fight. So Mech reset into this 3-man hold on A. Now, I like what they're doing here, having a player up close inside of Hookah, keeping up most of the control, but they need to be able to avoid being picked off by this push on the way through. They've got another Haunt online that gets destroyed instantly, but Defo is making one hell of an attempt at holding on to Bath. 2 down already, and with that, he's got an upgrade for himself.
Yeah, a rifle in hand, especially in towards Showers, is a horrific position that Big find themselves in. They've got to try and reposition, but with an open plant, they really needed that Showers control, because now there's only real angles coming in from mid. You see the smoke going down, a close angle played as well. A trade here would be fine, but actually, Aslan gets away with it. Doesn't manage to fall back completely, still keeping the advantage, but now it swings into the favor of Big. Time ticking, but Chronicles found another, and the trades are effective. He's even gonna, I don't think I've seen that. He got the finisher now on the other side of the map.
And it's sorted. There we go, diffused on up and closed on out, 3-0. And you know, coming into this round, even better for Mech. You can see those credits, absolutely off the charts. You had 3 players who didn't even need to buy shields going into that round. I think Chronicle had like 26 out of 50. So I'd imagine well, there's a reality where maybe he doesn't decide to fully invest into that. He's playing in Hookah. You know, you're going to be in a lot of trouble anyways, regardless of the fight you're taking. So that was a huge moneymaker of a round for Mech, and with 3-0 on the board, this is just ridiculous. The bonus was strong, the money is now strong, and Big are just about to take their eco. I mean, this is tough. Mech have got everything they could possibly want to deal with this eco, even upgrading Chronicle onto the Judge that we talked about earlier.
I hate that that's upgrading, but sure, I do agree. Here we go, though. Twiston looking to work a little bit of magic. He's managed to take at least a bit of control with the Bucky. He's not going to catch him, but Musashi, well, there's only a slim line between getting shot in the face and escaping, but that's twice now. He's been caught. They're actually going to throw in a showstopper, and he's survived. 3 HP, he gets killed by a blast back. That's unfortunate. Judge has been forced back. Aslan will at least be able to drop 1, but getting any more costs from this is going to be pretty difficult. Shader's still isolated.
A headshot. Aslan got a headshot from there. He was like 1 HP. A sliver of health as he went in for that.
If I get a plant from this.
They've got an extra kill. Plant out of it. Prowler should secure that for them. No, they've got it. They've got the plant down.
Planted.
I mean, damage even possible here for Looker. Unlikely that ulti even comes through. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Still a decent round. Like, it was somewhat of a recovery, but I'm not sure how much I really care about 2 kills and a plant, all things considered, with the way the last couple rounds have gone.
I think getting rid of the showstopper is definitely nice.
True, yes.
But there's still going to be an orbital strike online for the next one. This is where Big have to step up to the plate, though. Like, you've got yourself Nightfall, which is an ult taking over a site. It's so powerful. Orbital strike, another one, which is just huge for clearing out angles. I wouldn't mind seeing just a straight up A or B execution, like without too many like defaulty fallbacks. I am intrigued though by the fact that Shados is currently holding an operator. Don't get me wrong, he can do it. He's just not the player I would have expected.
And well, Defo's gone down. Musashi opening things up right away with his tour de force. And putting Defo on the back burner. The A site now needs a rotation. Redgar's on the way to help out. You've got a bit more of a passive play out of Nats because he's got to be worried about mid plays. Gonna be worried about a tour de force coming up there as well. So that one way is certainly going to help to secure that. He's gone into it. He is starting to make a play up and around. Standing on top of the boxes. Prowler pushes them back. Nats good for 1. Oh, but he overstayed his welcome, Tom.
Redgar now is going to be revealed as well. They've thrown the Seekers in. Everything just going through to try and find out that little bit of extra information. Prowler not doing that job, and well, they've been forced out completely. Counter ult just to try and deny any sort of plant, but ultimately still a very good position for Big.
Plant down with the orbital strike post plant. Still a Molly to work with as well. On for Looker, flash for Obnox. I mean, there's a ton here playing through utility, fighting their way up, and then of course it's Tour de Force. It's already ready to go again. Got support up close, and with Looker down, look, they need to deal with him. They've got to get Musashi out of this position. They don't know about the second player though. Now they found out the hard way. Left down to just Shados, and that orbital strike's already won the round. Unless I don't know how Aslan survived that, but alrighty.
Yeah, I think the main thing I'm curious about in this round is at that operator. I know it sounds a little bit weird considering how the round went, but Defo's initial spot seemed like a prime spot to put an operator. Like, he's up above, holding mid, waiting for someone. Right here. No, we're throwing it in onto long instead. Like, that perplexes me a little bit. But yeah, great round from Musashi. Able to get a lot of work done, throwing a couple of ults, but they've earned up a couple more. Quiet start for Twiston is definitely a little bit more worrying, especially how good he was in map 1. But the fact they're on the board is the most important thing here. Are they just running? Okay.
They were, but it slowed down a little bit. Same sort of early engagement towards Bath. Again, going to be prompted to fall back. Nats having that wall up is a little bit too much to push through a lot of the time. And Aslan doesn't want to be on the other side of it, completely isolated from his teammate. I like that. So you saw obviously the delay of coming around the corner, knowing that it's just going to be destroyed or you're going to have to use it. Oh, nice position from Defo. I mean, using the wall as cover almost.
Seeker's actually going to be popped. Really, Mechar starved for information right now. They want to know where this push is going to be coming in. You can already see the rotation straight away from Redgar. He's going to make sure he's in spot. A single kill for him would also, again, put Nightfall online for his team, which, especially in these late round scenarios, is going to burn so much time off the clock. You're not going to go running into the side when you're completely deafened. Seeker's now used by Big to try and garner a little bit of extra space. Twisted, though, he doesn't connect. And actually, Chronicle's going to be able to hold on to Hookah. No, he's not. Never mind. He's dead.
Just seconds later, he falls. Shadow somehow still alive, but he got revealed. He's running around, and everybody on Big was just flagging that, ready to take those duels. Nats has avoided the flash at least. He has a gap to walk out here. But look, with 4 players to take down, all these different angles at the wrong time against him, 2 away from ultimate, no orb to play with, wall already used up. I mean, we can't really keep going. I think that's about everything that's going against Nats. But as you can see, quite a comprehensive list on that. Catch one on the way out. But even then, Tom, you know, I almost feel like 1v4, you want to save that rifle. I don't think Mech has that much money anymore.
He definitely didn't. He was only on 500 credits, so it's going to put them in a pretty weird position in terms of their finances. And that's the thing, like a Viper's Pit and him with a rifle would have been a lot more valuable if he could have just got a kill and got away. So yeah, well, I guess
would say, to add to that, Tom, with your teammates not having rifles to play with, I would say giving your teammate the rifle and having a judge or something like that is even more value on the other side of the map. You've got a rifle now to back it up or something. So it is just a weird decision. I can see the logic of going, hey, well, I can play inside ult with a Spectre or something, but I guess this is just a round that they've accepted they're going to write off. And Defo's bought a hero rifle, so kind of,
yeah, he had some extra credits, so that's actually fine. It did, like, just to try and do some damage in this round, but already managing to get the opening pick. Now, you can never doubt Mech in these sort of rounds. There's always opportunities for them to find something with the pistols, but Defo's been good so far. Like, definitely been very aggressive in the way he's playing this defense, but opportunities here. Crossfire being held as well. They do manage to clear both. It looked like it could get shaky for a second, but in fact, no damage done on either of the players as they swung. Good double clear out from Big, and well, now the round looking in their favor.
Mech are going to attempt to flank, but unless Musashi goes down, it's going to be caught in the coming
They're trying
seconds.
to catch the planter.
I
with
think
a seed
they are.
nade.
And Twiston seems to have an idea that this is going
Oh.
down. Here comes the util. Here comes Twiston.
Last player
Util does
standing.
go
I didn't
through, but
realize.
it hasn't caught him, and so down we go. Twiston was even finding that with a shorty in towards spawn. Of course he was. He is Twiston.
Okay, so this time Nats is just going to save. Free operator.
They've run the numbers.
It's probably worth the finances. They're not going to be able to buy that into the next round, or if they do, it will definitely make things... No, it's... Really? Like, maybe they just don't want to play an operator? But even still, like, I feel like if it's free, it's something to bring into the next round. I guess Nats really doesn't like a save.
Oh, man. If Twiston... He doesn't have time.
I don't have time.
He is painfully close, though. Yeah, that's a very strange
Okay.
decision.
Red Guard's a little bit low on cash as well. Like,
Bring this.
I feel like especially when you have someone like Defo playing so aggressively. Shadows even had an operator, so it's not like it's something that you can't play because they even bought one.
Player standing.
So not to save it.
I still gotta warm
I
up and
guess maybe
everything.
Nats wouldn't have had enough for all of his extra
Yeah.
utility alongside it, but I think what he had 1,000 in the
No.
bank already. He still would have had over like 2k.
He has Viper's
and
Pit as well. Ultimately, he could play a Spectre
Yes, I
dropped over
Yeah,
from a
or
teammate.
someone
he
else
gives
could just give
an
him a
operator.
gun. Like,
Exactly.
It's not even like that was
It's
needed.
Not.
I keep wanting to, like,
it-
You know.
See, Tom, I'm in a tough spot because at the end of the day, this is
Maybe a
Mech,
little
and I
bit
give
better.
Mech the benefit of the
It's
doubt.
just gonna be hard doing.
9 times out of 10. It's just I can't wrap my
Could
head
I
around
do
that
hand
decision.
cam
I
from
guess it
here
does come
down?
back to what you said
Push this back
as the
enough.
best I can put
I
into
could
words.
do
That
that
maybe
with
Mech
hand
just don't
cam
want to
down.
play that operator on the defensive
If I do
side.
that,
Uh,
if I take this,
Let's see.
I go
I
up
guess
here.
how this round pans out.
then I go down,
Certainly
then I go. Oh no.
a strange scenario. So what is
There.
Redgar's going to play the Spectre? Okay.
I don't know.
But Redgar's
Or I
also
just do
here,
like
so
a
he
hand
can be
cam on the
inside this
side.
Viper's Pit, and this is
Like a
completely
side.
fine. I like this once the low vi player can kind of play around
Like
this and
that.
have it to work with. It's
like
it's a
that.
ton more valuable.
Don't
Either way,
mess
Big
with
are moving towards the other side of the map. They're going into B.
If I go like that.
Yeah, they're going in quick. Twiston leading the charge.
Oh,
He might actually
perfect.
get a second one here. He would have probably got both, but Musashi was just too quick on the entry. Big looking good on this attacking side. Twiston, he's going to run back through the snake bite to try and find someone with a shorty. Absolute madman, but he might be successful. Nats has shut him down. Has pushed through, though, with Lucka behind him. He's already looking to put this round to bed. Nats still fighting, still swinging, still trying to get something done from this round, but he might need some
Last
help from
player
Redguard.
standing.
Do this for the hand cam.
Wow. This is been a convincing enough
might be
round
better.
out of
I like
Big.
that.
I like that they changed the pace here. They go
I guess I'm gonna
direct
try to
into
find
B
that
site,
concept
blitzing
of-
through. I do
Figure out
wonder
what's wrong with it.
how much of that comes on the back of them knowing the pit's online on Mech. You notice that they put that pit down immediately. There was no waiting for contact for anything like that. And I do think, though, it's also
Mitch Royce
very...
is by.
Keep your eye on target.
Yeah, they're keeping those. I was sort of hoping someone's going to right-click on them, but no, they've got 2 Buckies and a judge.
If they win this round, I'm gonna be so sad, like so sad if they manage to pull this one off. And on this map, it's possible.
Defo's
got
going to
an
show
Well,
aggressive-
I'll figure out how
That's
to
the
get
key
this
thing.
We'll
to
see.
work because
I don't
my
even
headset
like
isn't
some reason I just have a feeling that would do
fucking
nothing and they'll still win. Like that would be the most mech way to win. You got Chronicle deep already within Hookah, so that's not going to be easy to clear. I will say Big have been incredibly methodical so far. They have not allowed for any of these cheeky angles, these crossfires. They've had good utility. Their double peaks have been really strong. I feel like they have a lot of faith in the calls that are being made, which is one of the most important things you'll see in all of Valorant. They know there's a shotgun there though now, so that's something.
You also know that it's Raze, and I think that's a big part of why they're deciding to go somewhere else. You know, blitzing out through a choke point against a Raze with a Bucky and a Showstopper. That's a pretty quick way to lose a round, and all momentum already gained in this series. Big taking things elsewhere. You're gonna have the Boombot to clear out Hookah, and that's a big problem for Chronicle.
30 seconds
Playing
left.
inside of here, Judge in hand, waiting. Prowler catches him, the Judge spray, not good today. Big dealing with that, dealing with Defo as well. Showstopper removed. Well, Tom, if they're gonna win the round now, they need something big to happen.
God's sake.
Spike planted.
Oh, Rengar, it's just getting overwhelmed. There's so much solid utility. I think this Sky Fade combo for Big has been genuinely superb. The amount of times that you've seen a peak come out for Big where someone isn't stunned, I think is a lot less than the ones that actually are. Like the Prowlers have been fantastic. You're seeing the Tasmanian Tiger as well, just catch people, the flashes.
There.
The two initiators on this squad are just doing incredible work. And okay, sure, they're currently at the bottom of the board. Musashi's finding insane entries all the way through. Like, this is why, like, Ryan brought it up. They said it last week, or maybe it was the week before. I just love seeing him on this agent. I want to see him on this agent all the time because it works for him. And he's having a field day.
That's it. It's hard to argue with the results, really.
Let's play.
As you said, Musashi, he's feeling ill, but oh, he's playing sick.
Okay. I'm gonna try my best to try to find the best. What if I?
2 HP, so you're going to have that same heal going down on the other side to bring him right back up. See, it's going down in elbow as we speak. That does open a bit of a window for Big to step forward.
Well, look at Twistin.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, right? Stepping forward other side, you got Twistin. Defo's waiting for him, though. I mean, these teams are mirrored up at the moment almost, and the battle of the Rays this is Defo's. It has to be.
Yeah, now things become a problem. I think Big were fairly reliant on having that rotation, or at least having someone coming in on the flank. Instead, I think they're going to realize that likelihood is they're pushing into a stack site here. Chronicle on the cross, but taken down. Left. Aslan will get the opener. Shados now takes his position back, but also gets swung on. They check it again. So methodical from Big, making sure there's no mistakes, no slip-ups, no space. And they're going to have an afterplant.
After planned orbital strike. This could be absolutely huge. Big in a position where they can't really get off the site, though. They used a flash up, but now they're challenged on the cross. Nats punishing it, keeping them contained, and Aslan's got to do it all by himself, and he just cannot get it done.
Even still, 7 rounds in a row for Big, 7 rounds on the attacking side. As said, the last time that we saw Mech play this map, they really struggled on the attack. We had a rough performance out of the likes of Defo, 0-6 in opening duels. They need to show up. I guess that's the way I'd put it. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Big have had an incredible game, but they've had good games throughout this tournament, even though they haven't necessarily managed to win them. But the favorite, the bigger teams, the teams who have been there and done it before have always come across the line. Right now, Mech are going onto the attack side of Bind, and they need themselves a big half. They need a large half.
Yeah, they need a convincing one, that's for damn sure. Don't want them to come in and make a mockery of themselves. You know?
Oh god.
Are we not doing that? Is that another thing? Prowler's on its way through. It's caught the brim way back, but the Molly is going to delay them on the other side, meaning the Boombot then seemingly going to be used up to clear out Hookah. A lot of utility being burned up. A ton, in fact, the C's, an aid, everything. I mean, this is a Molly from Chronicle, or from Aslan, excuse me. Avs have swapped, of course. And, well, that's a worthwhile trade. Oh, but they're pushing up now, and Aslan's caught on the other side. Oh, he won that. Okay.
Chronicle was having a nap. I don't know how he manages to not get that kill. Musashi still in an aggressive position. Oh, it's shaky. But he does manage to get away with it. The aggressive players managing to fall back, but they have taken a lot of damage along the way. Still, though, you're going to have this close angle held. What is that from Nads? He's just gone swinging, and he's going to try and wrap around, but still Twistin gets away with the kill. Switching back to the shorty, and he will close it out. There are pretty much 3 fights in that round that Twistin should not have won, and somehow he takes all 3.
That has been very much the story of this man in a lot of rounds. Look at this.
He turns it and then just closes it with a shorty onto Shados as well.
And that was just
the
a panic
first one's
pickup.
Just as ludicrous as well. Like, Chronicle, I don't know. I would have bet my house on that guy winning that kill, so.
There was an arsenal at his feet. He just flicked down, picked up, you know, he's just whatever weapons there. Oh, shorty? Okay, cool. Yeah, I can work with that.
Here.
Wow. Musashi spotted them coming close. That's the easiest kill of his life onto Nats. Of course, this being a very low buy round for Mech, you don't even really need it to be a headshot. Just a body shot, more than enough when it comes to any duel that Musashi takes. I like that. We're already seeing them trying to destroy some traps through the wall. Maybe with a bigger weapon.
Oh, minute left. I think, of course, that was an attempt from Nats to do one of the Nats plays we've seen on this map in the past. I think that was the only round, or one of the only rounds they managed to win on the attack, was him sneaking his way into the A site. Didn't work this time around. It seems like, once again, Big were prepared for it, and again, we're just seeing all of this utility used to clear angles. Defo does still manage to find one. 40 seconds left on the clock as they look to try and pincer in towards the site. Aslan has the molly ready, prepped to try and just isolate them from being able to make the split. It can also cause the rotation to come through, so by the time they get there, Twistin will probably be here already.
And they're still looking to commit on this one. Booker popping out the reveal. Trying to haunt their dreams, see if he can catch a quick frag. In we go, Aslan. Alrighty. Tidied up nicely. Yeah, for Mech, there wasn't a ton of hope in that round. This one that they can definitely shrug off. This one, not so much the case. Full buy coming through. All the weapons you could possibly want. Hopefully they'll make a bit of a better attempt at it this time around. This is surprisingly worrying, Tom. Not what we're used to seeing out of Mech at all. And we've said, you know, coming into this series, I think I said that Mech, actually, even going back to the show we did, Tom, I said that, you know, Big Mech, realistically, Big need to have the best game of their lives. They got to play better than they ever have to win. And Mech need to play Mech. Need to play a normal day.
Yeah.
Right now, though, they do look like they're off form. This does not look like the Mech we're used to, and Big are showing up. This is a scary reality.
I've been... Oh!
Okay. All right.
He just uses the Prowler for info, and Chronicle's gone. They're Big. By far the better side in this matchup so far. I still am just waiting for Mech to, well, turn it on. It seems to happen so regularly, but this season they've looked shakier. They've had their blitz moments. They had their destruction on a couple of maps of Na'Vi, but right now, not quite the case. They did well versus BBL. They've managed to shut down Musashi. Daffo and Shados have also caught another 2. There might be life in them just yet.
Well, we have mentioned that this isn't exactly the strongest of rounds. And Big, well, that is a... Oh, is Nats expecting it? He's going in to check it anyways. A bookie that he's up against. It's all
no way!
Twisten's got him.
Every time he's now got a rifle. He's found the kill onto Redgar as well. This man is just so impossible to kill. Yeah, Shadows, run for the hills.
Obnox is here.
Get yourself away, but his teammate is waiting for that drop to come down, and Twisten's hot on his heels, chasing him round the corner. They have got him locked into the site. He has to plant within the tube. He has to plant hidden to try and avoid these players attempting to pull off a 1v2 that never should have been needed, and he's not even going to come close. This team is looking unstoppable today, and well, Mech have just been mech'd.
All of the pieces are just fitting together perfectly. This is the best face that we've seen from Big, period. Since the very beginning of this roster, they have not had a showing like this in my eyes. Up against Mech, and on bind and everything. Even coming down to these just ridiculous micro timing plays. They needed all the pieces to show up today on Big if they were to have a chance, and they certainly have. Over on the Mech side, they're leaving us wanting more, and well, they haven't got a lot of chances to bring it to the table. This is another low buy round, half shields, weak weapons, but they have got some ultimates close, Seekers online, but they've got to deal with these players with these stronger weapons. A missed shot though out of the off.
Chronicles just burned to death. They're trying to close the distance, and while Shadow still managing to find one more, but it is just falling apart. Obnox now steps up with a triple of his own. 2 away from Big having their first ever victory in the VCT. It might not mean a lot to many, but Zesht right now, cheeks clenched, smile on his face, praying that they get it over the line. And for the Mech fans, well, as you said, I think they're not going to be enjoying seeing the team they've seen today. That's for sure.
No, it's certainly not a pretty face, and we can talk all day about you know, the difficulties facing Mech right now. I think we've been there over the last couple of weeks. You know, we've certainly told that story, and I think it is something that you certainly have to give them a little bit of slack in the current climate. But for Big, you cannot overlook how big of an accomplishment, no pun intended, this is, because for them, nothing has been working. As an organization, they've never been able to field a roster, even when they looked promising, that actually got results, that actually found those big wins. And right here and now, this could be it.
Well, Defo's going to start this one off, and until that line is crossed, we can't count this one done. Mech have always been fantastic at comebacks, and unfortunately, Big have always been known for choking. So this is a match made in heaven for the Mech side. No one really going to be caught out by the Nightfall, but it will force them back off the site. Showstopper as well gives them even more space, or should do, but they're actually going to counter with an ult of their own. Seekers obliterated, but Aslan rotating him from behind has found 2. He's delayed things that little bit further, but Redguard just steps up huge.
Very much so. A 3rd kill to close it out. And Mech will clock up another round, but we saw this in the last map, Tom. We saw Mech start to look better, start to build up their rounds, and they were stopped. And that stop happened when they were on their defensive side, right? Now they're on their attack. They're calling the timeout, realizing that, sure, you find that round win, but the job ain't even close to done. There's so much to work towards, and in this round, Tom, they've got a big threat. And funnily enough, the threat is that Musashi doesn't have money. And what that means is unless someone goes down and he can grab himself a rifle or something like that, more than likely this guy's looking for that ult orb early. And if he gets it, first of all, that means you're looking at early aggression down one of the extremities, more than likely. And if he gets that, Tour de Force is online. Musashi is unbelievable. He's having a great game right now. And on a chamber with a Tour de Force, you are looking at him winning you the round. Not Big, him winning you the round. Shock.
So I gotta get to work, so I'm gonna probably dip out. I'm gonna hopefully get done around 4 so we can get this back up. So we can stream back up and we can get our freaking monitor. It's all done, all set up and everything. But we're gonna get this. I'm gonna start playing Val, see how it feels, change some of the settings on it, might move it a bit, see how I feel about it and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks you guys for stopping in on this, but this is gonna change a lot and hopefully we can do better.